All right. So continuing on what we was talking about last night, I don't got no cars and I don't feel like pulling them out. So okay. So I was just thinking about that thing that we were talking about last night, and I was just realizing as well that some of these situations, since we got to talk about it on this level from the distance, since I wasn't invited to any of my court cases in case they've had them in my name and deceived many. But I just don't get that part when Jesus said that many will come in my name saying, I am the Christ, and will deceive many. Because somebody didn't want the Christ energy to shine. That's the star, I feel. Or again, we have somebody saying, take my life and just be done with it. So I don't know if this is someone that, I don't know. The Yeshua Christ, I just see it as one energy, but two different people. They can intermingle. It's like giving me the infinity sign, the 8, that they can swap these energies out as they may or as they please. But what I read a while back was that the White House wanted it that way, that some vassal will be hidden or something like this because they wanted it that way. So what I'm thinking is they took my energy out of the they wanted to build this new thing without me. So they took my energy out of the and I just feel like this is like a second energy or a clone or something like this or a duplicate. They could have just went with a doppelganger instead, like somebody that's not me but steals my energy. But they said they didn't want to do this without the. And I, when I was reading this, y'all, it was telling me the Christ energy or Yeshua energy or the Son of God, just period. That they had somebody locked up in a the Swawell energy. I think it was that Swawell video that we did. It's almost like they got somebody locked up in a box or something, and that's how they wanted it. I'm hearing I want it that way. Ain't nothing like a party. So again, this could be the energy of finding out that hmm I'm doing a live, obviously. Um, so I was just thinking about this, whatever. I don't know what I was just talking about, but let's just get back on track. I was just thinking about the fact that even with these said families wearing these masks all around, I'm the only one that haven't been wearing a mask, right? So it's kind of like, damn, why did that just, something just skip my mind? Okay, well, let's just talk about the story that I came on here. Now, y'all remember when I went to the Mount Rushmore, right? Okay, we'll just get into this part of the story. When I went to Mount Rushmore, so I think that I might be invisible because the song Invisible came on. So I feel like somebody is trying to cloak or something my channel or my, yeah, that's probably what's happening. So this energy could be coming from the east of the garden. This is what I've learned over time. Now, we went to Mount Rushmore. I told y'all when we was leaving, right? We was walking down the little thing. Now that book that we were just reading was talking about seeing these two stones that when somebody picked it up and looked at it, it lit up their eyes, right? So that's kind of like one of the stones. Remember, I was telling y'all I found my two stones, right? That I told you I put in the shower with me, but Taurus had hit them in a drawer or whatever. Okay, and so when I picked up it, this was like, I don't know if y'all have ever been there. This is like on that part where there's like a stage or a stadium kind of set up in front of the mount. In front of the mount, there was there's a big slab of stone or something on the side of that thing right there. And then I picked up this rock or whatever that was on that. And when I looked in it, you could see like silver. It looked like actual pure like silver or something like this, like sterling silver is in the rock, right? So on my way up, they was walking fast and everything. I had to walk slow. I think just because I smoke or whatever like this. And plus I was admiring the little things on the way up, right? So I was finding different little types of rocks and stuff like this, and I'm just looking at them and things like this. And then we get up to that part, and I seen that piece, and it was just like a little tiny piece or whatever, or a little piece of rock that was like loose right there. And so I was excited to find that little piece, right? And then we went for the big old walk. We went up that whole thing, and we went all the way up to the mount. Okay, and then we ended up coming back down. But on our way back down, I was walking on one side of the sidewalk. And as we're walking, I'm looking into like the part, you know how they have like the flags? You know how they have like the flags on one side and the flags on the other side, right? As you're walking down that boardwalk or that sidewalk. And so I stopped on the way, like we just had started heading down, and I stopped, and there's like benches or whatever there that you could sit on or something like this. So it would have been awkward for me to leap over that bench and go over into that other part, even though there is some parts right there that's cut out where I saw kids go back there and play and stuff like this. It wasn't like that on this part. So I'm walking and I look, and I'm just looking. Ain't nobody like next to me or nothing like that. And I look at this. It's like a little tree, a little bush, or a little tree. And on the side of that tree, I saw this rock, a stone, a cluster stone or something. It was like gold, and it was like bumpy. It was like yellowish gold. It was really bumpy and textury. And I just really wanted to get it so freaking bad. So, but they was already like, oh my God, you're embarrassing us looking at that stuff on the side of the thing, looking at those rocks and stuff like this. And so I was just like, you know what I'm saying? That'd be crazy for me to jump over there, but I really want that. What is that? And I just couldn't help, like really wanted it, but it was hidden. Like you would have really had to be look. You would really have to have an eye to find it, right? It ain't nothing that nobody like. I'm telling you, a million people could walk past there every single day, and nobody would have saw this. Okay, you have to really have a distinct eye for things or fine things or exquisite things or just really, I noticed a lot of people wasn't even looking over there on the sides. You have to have a different fucking mindset, right? Now this damn rock could have been sitting there for 30 years. It could have been sitting there for 10 years or whatever, okay? Hell, some aliens could have put it there the night before knowing that I was going to come and was like, bitch, get it. But anyways, so I'm like, damn, for the rest of the night, I'm like, I want that rock. I want that rock. I want that stone. And so, I was trying to think about a way to get tourists to take me back over there the next day, but we never really went back. And I was kind of hurt about it. All the way home, I kept thinking about this rock and everything, right? So I'm sitting here and minding my business. And I seen somebody's video come up. I seen somebody's video. I'm not even going to say her fucking name really all the way on this video because it ain't worth it. These people, these bitches getting rich off of me mentioning their fucking name, and I ain't getting shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you might be able to, because it's probably just one more day, because I'm here in day 2. So again, whatever the fuck this is, if this is another one of these stupid ass weddings, you might as well cease and desist that shit right the fuck now. You understand what I'm saying? Because whenever I get that song, that means that somebody has tried to latch on to me. Now, this might be a perfect match, but somebody know that I'm blocked or they're blocked from me knowing the truth about what's going on. Somebody want me to be oblivious to everything, every tie, everybody that try to come up in my energy, whatever the fuck this is. They don't want me to have a fair fighting chance at whatever this is. So every day we just gonna create miracles in this motherfucker because I will not relent. And eventually I'll catch that shit. So I'm sitting here, right? And I end up clicking on this video. You might see it on my Facebook when they open it back up or whatever. It might be like 24 hours. So somebody closed my, ouch, damn it. Somebody closed my Facebook or shut my Facebook down so that they could try to complete something. So this might be this high powered energy because I've noticed that she threw up the peace sign and her fingers are kind of like alien fingers. So I feel like these are advanced beings that we're, maybe from different planets or something like this that we're fighting against or dealing with. And she said no stingies. So this might be somebody that's connected to This might be somebody that's connected to an I just heard Aquarius, okay, or something like this, okay. And like I think somebody like masculine feminines, but I feel like somebody is an overrated masculine. Somebody is a high powered feminine that is overrated masculine. And I feel like whoever this is salty, or they have had some kind of access to me that they're not getting, and so somebody wanted to try to punish me or try to get access to someone over me or something like this. I'm also noticing that there's something different about my anatomy here. Okay, that somebody has done something to my anatomy. It's something about my uterus or something like this. Now, I know my body well enough to know that somebody has been doing something foul. Now, they could be using lasers or something like this, right? But that whenever somebody throw up that peace sign, this could also mean that they have made a cut. We have that energy of us or the scissors lately that was heavy in the readings. So this is somebody that could have access. They might be, again, this could prove that if my Taurus energy has been split in two and they have one in the political arena or somewhere near the White House or doing something when it comes to nation building here as like a governor or a president or whatever the fuck this is, they have access to certain things. So if they have this masculine split, that's why I was saying some of these men ain't even been in the household in 20 years, but they still have a direct link. They still have cameras in the house. The clone is there. The low vibration, well, not low vibration, but the stagnant, no, we'll say the stalemate. Okay. They could have the stalemate version of the masculine still in the house. That means that the household is not going to rise no higher than just regular everyday middle class America. You know, the man go to work and come home or whatever. Maybe they cheat on the way home or back, or maybe they don't, you know, but they never like want to do anything bigger. They never want to. That's why I told you I was surprised that Taurus wanted to talk about that food thing idea that I had, okay, to take it into business, right? So somebody could have sent the actual tours in here over the weekend. I don't know. Maybe it was a holiday or something. Maybe that's what I'm saying. This weird shit about divorces and holidays is they let the original form come in on birthdays and holidays or some shit like this. But on the meantime, they swap back into their energy in a higher level stage of society where they have, it's kind of like a pirate, right? Where they have all the booty. Now, this could be things that they have found out from having connections to I don't know, the White House or certain technology that they have. They've been able to scour through the lands and find out things that belong to you and them, and you know, collect them or something like this. So again, of course, if this man was taken 20 years ago and there's just a subtle version of him left in the house, then this man might have acquired a certain type of taste in women, a certain type of taste in what the women should look like. These women might be on the payroll. You know, this is like, this is like high class Section 8 or something. You know what I'm saying? These women ain't staying in the hood or whatever. They don't have roaches and stuff like this. Somebody basically took my life and all the things that I started and since somebody threw spell work on it didn't complete, right? Or I did complete it and do it and pull it off myself. And then these people sent zombies to attack it so that I would have to shut it down. So all these bitches probably then sold candles at one point in time because that was one of the first ventures that I took. All right. I know I think I took up scrapbooking first. Then I took up candle making. But Taurus complained about the smell of the candles, that he can't be in the house when I make the candles because he can't take like odors. So for a long time, I can't even use like high powered soap. I can't even use like, I can't have scented candles in the house. I can't put perfume on because it would, but I haven't heard him complaining that much. That's the funny thing. I haven't heard him complaining that much. All right. As of lately. All right. Mm. So, like I was saying, so these men, like I said, say this person is separated from the house energetically. 20 years ago. Now, the whole time these people, this masculine energy could have got a divorce 20 years ago. Now I still got my marriage license. I never heard nothing about no divorce, but somebody could have got a divorce. Believe me, if this is somebody that's working on that level with these nations or something, and they want to take me down because I'm the true sole heir of the throne of the land and the fucking water. Okay? So this mean that this was a whole premeditated murder of an heir, a royal heir. And this mean that this person could have got this divorce and been dealing with, I keep hearing 24 years. Been dealing with, like, let's say this is this Janice or this cosmic energy or whoever these women are. All right. Then if they have a divorce on their side, right? That's what I'm saying. This is so when that woman was saying, I'm a queen on my throne, and they like, no, the fuck you not, and they got mad at her. Like, I feel like this masculine is already gone, and people have divvied up the shares or whatever, or the stocks that was supposed to be going to me. All right, they have divvied up everything already. I'm talking about Hollywood and Vine. So MTV, BET, like all these major corporations or something like this, these people have already kind of like divvied them up amongst themselves. Okay. Now, in one text, it says that a masculine energy was divvying up his stock or whatever before he left off into a different lifestyle or whatever like this. But I just, for some reason, don't think that it's happening this way sometime at this time. Okay? Now, I feel like this is something techie that we really have been living in a matrix, not because of the one percenters, but because of these hackers and because these other people that have taken over or learned how to hijack something or hack into something, and they hijack their way to the top. And they're all wearing masks and acting like they're world leaders. And this could be motherfuckers you grew up in a neighborhood with. So America is already gone. Like I said, it already been hijacked. I would be the only one that would be able to be going back to the beginning and scroll back to heavens as the ruach or the wisdom to let you know what the fuck is going on. But it ain't nothing to let these people know. They already know. I'm the one that don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one that don't know, to be honest, I feel. All right? So, like I said, somebody got their nerve. In some of these situations, I'm hearing that they still had cameras in these houses. They still was using mind control on you. They was still letting people come in on you and things like this and recording or documenting this as if the day when they come and get this divorce. See, that's why I say you can't, a bitch, I'm a classic man and a bitch can't get a dollar out of me. And I said, I bet you the fuck I do. Because I'm going to address this shit in a different way that another bitch maybe ain't going to address it. And because there's something in my blood that ain't in none of you motherfuckers' blood. That's the reason why I should get what I should get. And because I fought for it. I may not know how, when, where, whatever the fuck, but this is what I call a motherfucking fight. To tell the truth. That may be my only goal here, is to just tell the truth the way the source is channeling it or telling me to tell it, because only I can tell it that motherfucking way. So, I don't think if these men got these divorces 24 years ago and took on other wives and have other households popped up around America with other children in it, that they should be able to judge the white. Because remember, if we two different high-powered individuals, right, then a part of me, okay, even if I did choose to do some things on my own, a part of me already knew the motherfucker wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? So it might be these eyes right here that I'm seeing the world through, this lens right here. Maybe I didn't know, but deep down I already knew, especially 10 to 15 years ago, that something, that part of me, a part of my soul, which is this masculine. Because this girl was just doing a video and she had a card that says soulmate, stalemate. And that matched it up just perfectly. Right? So sometimes, like I said, these men have been able to get away with doing it that way. Like they play on your part. It also could be also with this microwave technology. They playing on your mental here. Okay. To block out certain memories or block out certain thoughts or certain things. Like you could have been abused by these men, but you've been compelled not to remember. Right? Certain things could have happened, but you've been compelled not to remember. And so if you go in the court of law and say, well, damn, you got a divorce 20 years ago. So any accusations or anything that you saying that you figured out about this woman while you got this separation 20 years ago and went off and started this other life, none of that shit matter. Why are you acting like, why is it when it's beneficial to these men that they, when it's beneficial to them, they try to put cameras in, do mind control, or get you to be lonely enough to go veer off? I feel like that's what these people is waiting for me to do right now. They're waiting for this relationship to feel so broken or the household to feel so broken that I just go out there and start selling my raw oats or being a healer or go out there and start having an affair or something like this, okay? I feel like this is what they're waiting for. So they can say, oh, see, I told you so. It's something like this. Now, I'm not going to say that this is definitely coming from, but that's where somebody wants me to think that it's coming from. They may just want me to think that it's coming from to scare me away from going towards the Supreme Court or something to state a case about whatever this is, if I could even afford to do this. Because a lot of these women are downtrodden. Even if they were at-home moms and they were getting something, they're not getting the same benefits that they were getting in the household. So when the Bible says I'm supposed to be getting 10% or I'm supposed to be getting 20%, this means somebody playing around with your fucking money. The little bit of money that you could have been getting in the household, somebody is not getting it anymore. So these are the antics so that you can't run. So this is almost low-key like kidnapping. It's almost like a royal being held hostage. Well, damn, we can say that. Hostage is the new fucking word. And also having weapons aimed against their brains so they can't function right or think properly. And again, with G7 being one thing, which one of these so-called men that's supposed to be husbands or spouses or energies that are connected to America steps in and say, hey, you're not going to be doing that shit. Nah, you're not going to be fucking with her like that. I don't care if fuck what you got going on. I don't give a fuck what bitch you brought up in here. You're not about to do her like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because these men have the tools to play with. And they new bitches that are foreigners or they're mentally insane also have these tools to play with. So that means that I am a feminine energy. I'm a woman with a womb. And I have to worry about a transgender or somebody that might have a hateful spirit because they don't like themselves or they did some shit to change themselves or they don't have something that I have. That one day I have to wake up when somebody decide to turn their back fully because they happy with this other energy and this person matched their evilness or something like this, when it's supposed to be something to balance out this man so that shit don't get so corrupt. But I'll digress. So I gotta wake up one day and realize that I have some kind of dis-ease, that I've been staying away from people. So how did I get this? You see, I've totally secluded myself from people. So how would I get this? Even though I'm not saying that I have one. I'm just saying these are the things that somebody would have to worry about. Because this person knows that this person can't let you go. They've been trying to force them. You know what I'm saying? So somebody could be doing something here to force a man not to come back to his God, or force a God not to be able to go back to the man, or whatever you want to say. So I got to wake up and figure out that some bitch been snuck in my house in the middle of the night and took Air Force One to my fucking crib and put some fucking shit in my juice for me and my children to drink and poison me to death. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I gotta wake up one day and figure out that somebody is what? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Or I gotta wake up one morning and I gotta figure out that somebody that may be a transgender. Now they can go anywhere in the world and go get some uterus, but some they got some scientific program, and I got to wake up in the rising one day and figure out that my uterus is gone, or I might not even be able to find out until I go to the doctor for my next checkup, and then in the doctor's office they're like, "Bitch, you missing some parts." You know, this is what the future holds. Like I said, if these people are able to, this is not talking about somebody's, like I said last night, this is not talking about somebody's sexual preference. This is talking about some people that are being taken open. Now again, that's not to mention there are some new breeds of alien energies on this planet right now. Ruthless. You know what I'm saying? Also, not giving a fuck if there's a connection with you or not. They're claiming shit. They're claiming individuals. They're taking. They're overpowering some of your old owners or slave masters, and now and you won't even know. You won't have a chance to be asking a question. You won't have a chance to be saying, "No, I don't think I like this," or "I don't want that," or "No, that's evasive. I don't think." None of that. Mm. This is the kind of this is a new age that they're talking about that we're gonna be welcoming in here. It's almost like on the Fifth Element when the aliens wanted that person to stay here and prophesy and tell the people or warn the people what was on the way. You understand? There's something bigger. There's something deeper. It's something that can't be seen or sensed or picked up on all the way by me. Maybe again, if we pull some cards, I'll be able to pull up onto some deeper energy. But I just feel like the basis is just that. The basis is that somebody is waiting for me to find out the real clear everything of what the fuck has been going on in the background and for me to go fucking ballistic. This is what this is. Because these people know when they start fucking around my womb or my lady parts, I get, see, because that's not your place. That's not your bitch place either. That's a total fucking beheading. There's no chance for you to hook the bitch back up to the 5D or some kind of system or something like this. No, it's ultimate death on fucking sight. I'm not gonna play with these people on my land. When it comes to my well-being and my safety of my children and my righteous ones, it's just, and that's, I feel like that's what the war or the attack is on at this moment. I feel like other people can feel this or sense this, or some of these people can feel this or sense this, but you can't actually feel the attacks. Before, you might have been, but this could be also, like I said, it could be ciphering Ace of Cups, or they could be disconnecting people from their spirit guides or their spirit animals or your ancestors or whatever. They could also be hooking you up with these new beings that are on the planet, and then when they get addicted to your energy, they'll unplug them, and then they'll unplug you from them and make these beings very angry and aggressive, and they don't think twice about shit, right? And so they come in and do these brutal acts towards the individuals, but they don't understand. It's like being in another country and being in their concentration camp or something like that. You don't understand their language. Nobody don't give a fuck. You understand? And you can't always see these type of beings coming. You can't see them coming. So I'm sitting here watching this girl's video. We talked about the rock. We talked about the little key pointers or whatever. And I noticed that right on her video, there's a rock sitting right there. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, oh my God, that's that stone. So this is when copycat go to another motherfucking level. Where you talking about a rabbit beast. We talking about dealing with rabbit dogs and rabbit beasts. There's no handle. And when they get caught, they need to be dealt with accordingly. These are kid killers, child traffickers, all this bullshit. And some of these people, they don't care about these children in America because they are not their fucking children. A lot of these countries are getting fat off the riches and the wealth of Americans here, that they're stealing our assets and stealing things that these people taught them about trust funds that again, to me it was seen. Either I'm the richest motherfucker on this planet when it comes to these children that were chosen to lead this new world into a new age, okay? The most abundant, that ancestors had the most lands all piled up together, and that's why these people want my life so much. Or these other people have already, or millions of people have already got these type of reparations, and somebody was saving something last for me to find out about mine, right? So some of this shit can be somebody stole it already. Somebody could have also washed money and duplicated what you had already, or they could also be just be hiding this from you or a way to get it from you, okay? So of course, if Joseph knew what these people was doing, if Joseph knew that, and this is why they wanted to sell somebody into slavery. Here, this could have also be what they did to my twin. Would have thought they was part of the club, a team, doing all this and that. But then he tried to stand up for his woman or stand up for somebody or something like this, and they could have took this person out of the game or out of the world, okay, or kill, okay, period. So I'm looking at this video and I see the stone, y'all. It's the most unique thing you could ever find in the world, even if it's fake, even if it's a recreation. So what the fuck? Where did you get? Listen, you, bitch, I already know you a copycat and you a stalker. You already stole my business ideas about my fucking gift baskets, okay? My gift boxes or my monthly boxes. You already stole that idea. You already stole or tipped off somebody to my Build a Bitch workshop, which is coined by me because I never heard nobody say that shit before I made it up. So there's either this bitch cards or somebody else that she know so that she can deflect the fact that she stole the fucking idea. Somebody want to make it seem like it's unlucky. Now, if she would have never said on her channel, oh, this person, you can't grow nothing there. It seems like they always get something off the ground and they could never. No, bitch, because y'all knew what you doing. You know what you doing. And even if somebody take their shit online and put it, you know who to target. That's what a targeted individual is. It seems like these things. But these people sure know how to stay around and hover over your energy and steal and splice and take from your ideas and your thoughts right out of your brain. Now, I remember about a year and a half ago, somebody said, I was like, who is recording what I'm seeing? And then it said something like, everything you see. So this is either a bitch that just want to be me, you know what I'm saying? And somebody gave her that access, or this is a masculine energy that couldn't sit around close to my house and still keeps watching me or stalking me or surveilling me. And so they decided to try to get something implanted so they can continue to watch me or see everything I do or try to catch me doing something that I'm not going to do. So, anyways, I'm like, that's a very unique stone. That is the exact replica of the thing that I saw over there at the park. And the bitch wanted me to see it for sure. She didn't change the whole camera angle and everything, put the shit right there. Okay. So I'm like, oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. So is this some old shit like this? Like somebody just say, oh, I just want to go over there. Like, this is so weird. Ugh, this is so weird. Like, oh my God, I think it'd be so romantic if we go ahead and fly out there and then I can just go and get that stone that your ex-wife or that your wife wanted. And I'm just gonna, like, what is these people problem, y'all? These people is dealing with the military high power, uh, like I said, tools or weapons of mass distraction or destruction. They are also dealing with these weapons that was left behind at the Bagram um thing, okay? That was left over from their enticing or them sending in the twin flame in some kind of manner here to, whatever the fuck that was. Okay. I'm hearing that and I wish I never met you at all, even though I love you still. But I feel like this is a representation of Gaia. How rude. You understand what I'm saying? And this is somebody that think that you need, if they don't want to deal with you or something, or if they're changing the course, this is somebody that think that you need them to hook you up, or somebody lost access to you and you've been taken over by some pirates, or you've been taken over by other energies or something like this that kind of overpowered this man or this woman or whoever this is that's trying to pull this shit off. Somebody has overpowered them now. So now you're not even in the ownership of this. It's bad enough you could have been in ownership with these people, but again, they could have just left you alone really all this time to make you think that you're free and make you think there's nothing to worry about. They was very careful or gentle with not disturbing the lion or not disturbing the bear. while they were doing this shit that they were doing to my vassal here and these past women that have been in this energy here. The difference between me and them is that these men have always been able to bypass these women and not have to give them what is due to them. And I'm demanding it. You shall pay it. I will fucking get it this lifetime. I feel like somebody could even have a change of heart. God could have had a change of heart and is willing to give back or something like this time. But this is something that has been, these women might have to sign one of those indie, whatever the fuck this is, or something like this in the past. So they can open up their mouth, or they were celebrities. And so it would look, some kind of way for these people these people might, the higher ups might think that this is going against them or something. But again, now you dealing with somebody that you're going against a living God on this planet. So you're going to have a battle on your hands. I'm not no bitch that just go away and just be quiet. That's just not going to happen. Especially when I mind my own business. I've been a honorary so-called citizen. I'm not out there, raping, pillaging, or plundering anyone. I should not have to worry about my mental or anything that has to do with my inner or outer side of my body being under attack or taken from me by some people that should not even have access. I'm hearing even because of mental insanity with some of these people or the people that they connected to. There was a tower on top of one of these coat of arms. There's a tower moment. Here. For these people in this invasive, disrespectful, unethical crimes against, I want to say humanity, but I just feel like that could be the wrong word. I'll just say against me. Anyways, I just like to just clear the air. I just like to lay down a couple things or put down some couple pointers. But there's also like something about I got him, bitch. He's mine now, or something like this. But I feel like there's also an energy from a masculine that don't want to be in whatever they're in. They just don't know what to do. Well, first of all, I never released none of these masculines, even if they snuck and tied themselves and bind themselves to me. I never released none of them in the first place. So I think I was reading in any motherfucking state. You got to give the person some kind of paperwork or documentation about this divorce. You can't just go to another state and get divorced. You can't just get a fucking divorce from somebody. But it could be so long that these people practice this so-called spiritual court divorce. I don't know why I'm hearing something about Maxine Waters or something, because I feel like this could have something to do with that water energy that I kept on picking up on. This could have something to do with the Black Caucus, all right? Because once these people get your black carcass, then the vultures can come and start picking out what they want from your body after they so-called kill you. But somebody is a mortal. Somebody is not going to die or not supposed to die. It's just not supposed to happen. Even if Medusa was mortal before, somebody could have even tried to throw that shit in there to try to make it seem like this. No, but somebody is mortal. It's funny that they picked the beautiful sister inside and out. I think it's the one that was the most powerful, most beautiful warrior or something under Athena at some point in time. Jealousy. Okay. Mm.